So the new One Piece film is a little bit, uh, Yo, what's good, supported reviews? And I just got out of the theater just seeing the new One Piece film read. Warning, because most of this video will be about spoilers. Heavy spoilers coming your way, you have been warned. But overall, this film felt like the endgame of One Piece movies. Out of all the One Piece films, this movie had possibly the most characters coming and going. Characters who you haven't seen in hundreds of episodes just make a sudden appearance in this movie. My gosh, is it good to see Shanks return. It has been hundreds of episodes since we've last seen Shanks appear in anything One Piece related, and even though this movie is sort of canon, sort of filler, it's just still amazing to see Shanks once again and his crew. The whole story behind him and Yuta was just so fascinating to watch throughout, and I liked the entire storyline of how they weren't giving you everything throughout the film. They weren't revealing how and when Shanks got a daughter, but the Straw Hats head to a concert, it's Yuta performing, and then Luffy recognizes her and he reveals to the entire world that she's his daughter, and then the whole world goes super crazy. You got the Navy admirals trying to pursue her. So during the era when Shanks met Luffy, apparently he has a daughter and she adores Shanks so much. But I remember watching this whole sequence of the flashback of the daughter and Shanks together, and I don't know, I always got the feeling that Shanks was sort of pitying her every time he was looking at her. So I knew that there was more to the whole father-daughter relationship than meets the eye. Then they left, and of course they came back to the island where Luffy was at, and it was revealed that she left to become a singer. And I love how the movie gives you little pieces of Yuta and what's been happening with her, but it doesn't give you the whole story. I love how mysterious the whole Yuta Shanks situation is throughout the entire film. Then we get to see a little bit of Yuta's side when Yuta reveals to Luffy that Shanks just abandoned her, destroyed an island, and then just left off with a bunch of gold, and you're just left wondering, is Shanks really a bad guy? Is he the villain? But Yuta's singing master reveals that Shanks never destroyed the island and he lied to her, and it was revealed to be Yuta all along, which was a bit of a twist. You see Shanks and his crew trying to stop Yuta and settle her down. I really loved the moment of when Shanks and his pirate crew left, telling the singing master that he should not tell Yuta the truth, that he was the one who destroyed the island and not Yuta, just to spare her feelings. Man, I really love Shanks in this moment, making himself look like the bad guy, but in reality he was the true hero. But then there's a double twist when it's revealed that Yuta actually knew that Shanks didn't destroy the island and he was trying to save her, and she still hates the guy? What? I found Yuta's whole motivation and her mindset just to be a bit all over the place, which was one of the main problems I had with the film at that point. But then it's revealed on the night of when Shanks and his crew left, Yuta sung a song and it somehow summoned this devil monster thing which possessed her, and it was a little confusing because there were moments in the movie where Yuta looked possessed by the monster, but then at times she looked super calm and chill. So did she have some sort of control over it, or was she not in control at all? It didn't really make too much sense and it wasn't explained clearly. And the whole sequence where the Straw Hats and the rest of the characters are fighting against the devil that's possessing Yuta, just the whole sequence of events felt super trippy and really confusing. It sort of gave me a bit of a headache at times. You'd have these really heavy exposition dumps thrown at you with really trippy, psychedelic looking visuals, which just made the whole experience extremely exhausting. But let's talk about the other characters. To be honest with you, I felt like the Vice Admirals and Kobe got more screen time than the main Straw Hat crew. Although Jinbe wasn't really in the film as much, he didn't have many lines and I sort of forgot he was there. Kobe taking the lead and giving orders to the Straw Hats and telling them what to do and how to fight the monster was a really cool character moment for Kobe, just showing you how much this dude has grown since episode 1, being this strong dependent leader. If you like musicals, this movie is definitely one for you because they were playing a song every 20 minutes by Yuta. I feel like the movie made an entire album based on all the songs they performed in the film, but I like how some of Yuta's songs were incorporated in some of the action scenes, which looked pretty damn good. But I really enjoyed the Shanks and Luffy fight sequence towards the end. I liked how they made it look like they were tag teaming even though they weren't in the same area together. They seemed to be in two different dimensions that Yuta created inside her mind or something like that. And just seeing the terrifying power of Shanks when he activated hated his haki against the Vice Admirals, taking them down one by one. That was such a frightening yet really amazing scene. It's got me really hyped to see more Shanks and his abilities. I thought Kaido was a threat, but he does not come anywhere near close to this dude. But overall, this movie felt like the greatest hits of One Piece. I feel like the directors and the writers just grabbed all the greatest elements that made One Piece great and just sort of shoved them into this movie. Characters come and go from past arcs. You see 2-second cameo appearances and tag teams that sort of go nowhere. But it is definitely one of the best looking One Piece movies when it comes to the art and animation. Even the sound score was really amazing. So I'm going to give this film a 6.5 out of 10 and I'm going to give it a B-. What did you think of the movie? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Have you seen it or not? Like for more anime reactions, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings and more. Boy did review, signing out.